Hello there. Welcome to Trinkets and Treasures. What brings you in today? Oh, lovely. So you're looking for a gift for your mother. Oh, how wonderful. Well, is there anything that you're particularly interested in? No. Well, I'd be more than happy to show you some of our most popular human relics, if you'd like. Yes, it would be no trouble at all. I'm sorry, I don't believe I caught your name, dear. Mia. Oh, what a lovely name. So now, Mia, as you can see, our store is quite unique. Yes, we are exclusively owned by mermaids. And on each of our shelves, you'll notice that we have rare and quite unusual human artifacts. So a variety of things have been left behind on beaches and across the shorelines. A variety of them have been imported directly from the Neverland Lagoon, in fact. Yes. And occasionally we'll find things on the ocean floor as well. It's quite interesting, isn't it? And each of the objects that I'll be showing you today have a quite unique story behind them, and I'll be sharing their use with you if you like. Alright, wonderful. So let's have a look at our first selection, shall we? Are you ready? Great. Now this beautiful object is called a snoogleblurb. Now there's rumor that humans used to use this to get knots out of their hair and things of that nature. A lot of the times they'd use it when cutting their hair to make sure the lengths were all correct. Yes, I've heard some of them call it a, I don't know if I'm going to pronounce this right, comba? I know I'm probably saying that wrong. But anyway, its actual use, we believe, was to catch fairies. If you'll notice, in between the tiny gaps here, that size is just about big enough to fit a fairy arm. Yes, that's right. So we have a sneaking suspicion that there was a second piece that went over this snoogleblurb, a top piece, and it locked the fairy into place. Oh, I must assure you, though, that I'm almost positive that no harm came to any fairies. After all, humans regard fairies very highly, so yes, they're one of their most prized possessions. In fact, I'm told that each human has its own fairy. Isn't that interesting? All right. So did you like that? All right, I'll put it in the maybe pile. How about that? Lovely. So let's see here. Which object shall I show you next? Oh yes, I think I'll show you this one. This is a goozlebob. Yes, it's lovely, isn't it? Now, it's made of these tiny clay round objects. They're all put together on a string, quite precariously, if I might add. Alternating patterns and things of that sort. Quite unique. Now, I've had quite a few historians in here to look at this particular piece, and while none of them can come to agreement as to exactly what they think it is, Many believe that it was worn as sort of an ornament by humans, of course. Now, the theory that I like to subscribe to is that humans preferred to adorn their tongues. It was a sign of prestige and wealth. So they'd wrap this around their tongues and go out to fancy parties and balls and things of that sort and stick their tongue out for all to see. That would make perfect sense, wouldn't it? Yes, I agree. It's a lovely object. All right. Do you think she might like that? Oh no, of course she wouldn't have to stick it on her tongue. After all, we don't know where this has been, but I suppose she could put it on her wrist. That might be acceptable, right? Alright, so we'll put that one in the maybe pile as well. Okay. Oh, this is a lovely object here. Quite mysterious indeed. This is a Martian Google. Now, if you push this little button here, as you can see, a ray of powerful sunlight pops out. I know, it's amazing, isn't it? Well, once again, we've had several appraisers in to have a look at it. And the leading theory is that it's a sort of weapon that harnessed the power of the sun. Many of the theorists that I brought in believe that it was used to fend off ferocious snaggleblats. I know, it's fascinating, isn't it? Now, I own one of these myself. I carry it with me wherever I go because you never know where you'll run into a snaggleblad. They are such ferocious creatures. I'm sorry to say I've never been able to test this out because I've never come across one in my many adventures. But I can almost guarantee that if I did happen upon one while I was swimming through the sea, this thing would dispatch it for me most readily. Lovely, isn't it? So do you think your mother might like something like this? No? Well, we'll put it in the maybe pile. Now this is a fuzzywick. As you can see, it looks as though it's a plastic or wooden stick with two pieces of cotton at either end. Quite strange, isn't it? And it's so small. Well, there's two main schools of thought when it comes to this particular peculiar object. Some people believe that it was some sort of leprechaun weapon. Others believe that it was used by human beings. They inserted it into their ears and tickled their brains with it. Yes, it was supposed to elicit some sort of tingly, relaxing effect. Quite fascinating, I've never had the courage to try it for myself, and I doubt it would work on us mermaids, but it is very intriguing, isn't it? Oh, would you like to feel how it... Yes, of course. I'll just rub the cotton very carefully along your face so you can see how soft it is. Did you enjoy that? Yes, It's most relaxing, isn't it? We actually have a whole box of these. They came in a large plastic container. I believe the outside said Q-tip. Must be some sort of magical incantation to protect them, don't you think? Okay. Let's move on to our next object, shall we? Now this is one of our, in my opinion, most unusual things that we have here in the shop. It's what humans call, let me try to find the description here. This one has a bottle. A moisturizer. Yes. Apparently, we've had someone in to translate this for us. It was to keep their skin damp and hydrated. Now this seems a bit redundant to me, don't you think? We know for certain, thanks to our history books, that humans regularly bathe, and they enjoy water. Their skin is porous, so now why would they need a moisturizer? It just doesn't make any sense to me. What do you think? I couldn't agree more. But it does make a lovely watery sound, don't you? Don't you agree? Yes. I like the tapping noise that the bottle makes as well. I actually tried opening this one day and putting just a drop on my hand, and it was sort of an odd feeling. I didn't try it again. Now, let's see here. Oh, I have one final object that I'd love to show you. Are you ready for it? All right. Now, this is very special indeed, and I only show it to my most adventurous and special customers. This is a skedaddle waiter. And as you can see, it's a rectangular plastic object with lots of tiny multicolored buttons on it. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Yes. I've had someone in to translate it, and there's buttons here that say things like mooch and play, standby, on, off, all those peculiar, strange human words. Not quite as elegant as our speech, is it? But anyway, this is a most powerful and strange possession. This particular device was used to control magic boxes. Now we're told by historians and many specialists and experts and appraisers and people of those sorts of circles who've come into the shop to see it, they've all told us that these magic boxes were able to show pictures that were transmitted from great distances. Isn't that remarkable? Now, if I could ever get my hands on one of these magic boxes, I would be the happiest mermaid in the sea. But as of yet, it's not in the cards. I haven't stumbled across one. I go on many excavations across the ocean floor and up on shores, and I've never stumbled across one, not once. I don't know what I would do if I did. Probably die of excitement. But anyway, it's a lovely piece by itself, don't you agree? Yes. All right. So did anything strike your fancy, dear? Hmm. Oh, what a lovely choice. Now, would you like me to gift wrap it for you? Mm-hmm. Oh, I would be more than happy to. Let me just do that for you real quick, and then we'll ring you up, all right? Okay. Here you are, Mia. I'm sorry that my wrapping skills aren't right up to par, but hopefully that will be sufficient. So now, let me draw it up in our system here. Well, with mer tax, it looks like it's going to be 52 clamshells. Oh, yes, you can pay with your card, no problem. Can I just see it real quick? You're a member of Triton's Bank as well. Oh, I just love it. Their rates are so low, aren't they? All right, let me just type in the number. And the expiration date. And a 3-digit code. Perfect. Lovely. Well, that will be all. Everything looks like it processed beautifully. So I do hope that your mother enjoys her gift. Yes. Oh, how lovely. So you're having a little bit of a get-together for her. That's very sweet. All right then, Mia. It was a pleasure meeting you. And I do hope to see you again sometime soon. Please feel free to come back and peruse our various other human artifacts and relics. Yes. All right. Well, yes. Well, you have a wonderful day then. Yes. Bye.